Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video we are creating more enemies. What we have now is we have two sets of enemies moving vertically. We need enemies coming from the left, right, and the top. So what we do is we create another script for each direction. We make a second enemy script, and this one will be near identical to our first one, but we'll change the directions and some numbers around. So we want to copy what we have up here. And let's actually ignore the materials for now. And in our update function, we want them to be moving constantly to the right. So we change our vector 3 dot up to vector 3 dot right. Beneath that, we start with our if statements for our relocation. We want to look at the X position this time, and we need to look at what numbers are off screen. So if they go past 16, they'll be put back at negative 16. So let's put that here. So we want to look at our X position. We want greater than, let's give it a little bit more space, so it's some time in between the respawn. So we'll have our random number int. We want to make this negative 30 to negative 20. We set this we wanted to change our X integer, not our Y. Y needs to stay the same as well as Z. We need to actually get rid of this because we do not want anything to do with the material. So what we need to do in our editor is we need to create another prefab, because these enemies will be working differently than our normal enemies. So in our prefab folder, we want to make another prefab. Let's call it enemy 2. And we want to drag this up here. We're going to edit this enemy, not the prefab, just this one enemy that I created. Again, this does not do anything to the prefab, just this enemy. We drag this enemy down to enemy 2, and we can delete this up here. So this way we have an enemy without the same script that the first one has. Now, what we can do with this now is we take our second enemy script and we add it to our new enemy. We are not done yet. We still need to edit our spawner script to create. We still need them to spawn initially because we don't have any in our scene. So we'll add some comments. Left first set we just make another for loop just like before. And we want to change these numbers because they will be positions. Okay, so we want to look at, this goes about to 12, and down here's negative 6. So let's go with negative 10 to let's go with negative 10 to negative 4. See how that looks. So we have our int I equals negative 10, and as long as I is less than or equal to negative 6, we add 2. So I should make that negative 4, like I said earlier. So we have another random number. Make this 4 so it's not confusing. We want to change our range to, how far back left should they go? They should go negative 15 and negative 10. So what we do here is, because they are no longer going vertically, we need to change the order. I needs to go in our Y spot, and we put our random number in our X. So this should create them. One last thing we need to do. We go to our enemy 2, check that that is there. Go to our spawner script and check that we have our first left set, and we should be good. We should I see what, okay. One last thing we need to do, actually, we need to go to our spawner, and we need to, it's a small thing I completely forgot to do, we need to make another public transform. It wasn't recognizing the word enemy 2, so it didn't know what to spawn. You do not want to forget to do that. So we have enemy 2 here, just like that. Alright, so we go here to our spawner. So now we have a second enemy 2, and we go to our prefabs and drag this over.